Hello, good night, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Manuel Obispo, and I'm here again to make a talk uh, from the Necafla team for our talks during in English in this Tuesday. uh, and I'd like to show you the subject of today. I'm going to show you. I hope my mic is working. If not, please drop me a message if I have a problem with my mic. But the what I want to discuss with you, a very short talk, but just to to make you reflect, is about the law of love. Mm. We have other talks from the Nekafla that we talk about the love. We talk about the uh, the charity. There's Joaquin. There's a very good Joaquin. Please tell me if the sound is okay. Okay, but just to say, but the practice the of the love today, we see a lot of things happening in the planet today, and as the Beatles said, all we need is love. Okay, so what I'm going to show for you today is uh, three things based on the Gospel of Spiritism. There's a very interesting chapter, and the message from our spiritual friends about the insults and violence. And then we are going to talk about love and how to practice today. Okay, but before let's make some message. I'm going to tell you about some let's say some infos, and also let's make a short prayer to start, to try to uh, to connect better with this topic. So what I'm going to show you today before making the prayer is just to show you those infos about we are still following the guidelines from the government in this period of COVID in Belgium. Uh, so we keep doing these talks by internet. It's the same for the study group, and I invite you to join the study group in next January. We are going to start a new group of study. Also, we have the fraternal services. So fraternal service we can is just to talk, to alleviate your when you are have some concerns. And Joaquin, our friend from our team, is telling is you can is not only every Wednesday, as I tell you here, Saturday is every day. You just have to contact. So take a look in the email, the WhatsApp, the Facebook. You can contact to talk in English, in French, in Portuguese, and early in Flemish. We hope so. Yeah, to meet somebody on the other side of the line and discuss and open your heart. We listen. Okay, we are going to here to listen. Also, the library. We have several books in Portuguese, some in French, and the magnet passes that need some more contact. We are waiting for the next guidelines from the government. Okay, so now let's start. As I said, let's talk about uh, the love, but today, and insults, violence, and the law of love. But before, I'm going to show you this image. In Europe, is winter. I'm going to keep only the image for you. This image is a very smaller part of a snow flock. And with this design, we see how we are very, very small here, and how perfect is God. Uh, this fractal, symmetrical form, we have to have eyes to see. Uh, and that's just a very, very singular, very, very simple example of the power and the love from God with us, giving us this kind of shape, uh, that we can that equilibrate our nature, that make us make a break. Not only the human beings, but all the animals, all the nature, to make a break when you have in some parts of the world snow. And with this spirit connecting to this most powerful force that we have, that is God, that we connect to our spiritual friends. Surely they are here, our mentors, our guardians, to stay now at this brief moment with us for this reflection, that we can absorb these whispers that we are going to receive, uh, and to practice. Since we finish here, to start practicing, and just to say, God, you are this power we see every day in every small piece. We just have to thank you for this opportunity right now in this planet, with this family, with those friends. We just have to say thank you. Amen. Okay, I hope you are well. And for the next minutes, and I would like I like to use the slides because I like to make visualizations. Visualization is a very powerful uh, way we have to change things. Of course, all from our mind. And for this, in our theme of today, as I was saying at the beginning, why we have so many, we still have in our planet so many violence or insults. The relationship between two human beings in very small things. We have a lot of examples in all the news, in the street, when you since you have two people together, even so alone, but we see some lack of love. Why? And then let's talk about the law of love taught by Jesus Christ, the most powerful being that he was have been here in this planet. And I heard a very good speech saying that not all planets have this let's say this this blessing to have one being like Jesus in the planet. So we had this. So we have to take advantage of those learnings. And then just to tell you how to practice it today. Very simple. Very, very simple. So let's just remember a very short lesson that is in the gospel, and also explaining the gospel of the Spiritism. The Jesus say, hey, you have heard from the other guys, the prophets, and then the Moises. What was said before? Do not kill. If you kill, You'll be judged and you'll be condemned. It's not a good thing. And then he completed. But I also say that who is angry with his brother will be also judged and condemned. Say, come on, kill and to tell something. I'm nervous and with my words, with violence, my words is I'll be judged and condemned. And in the gospel there is you go to the hell, you be to condemned to the hell. That we know today is the the next steps here, uh, in the fourth dimension. When you go from this life to the other, we have several dimensions that we call hell today, or to was called hell. uh, But and then, of course, Jesus liked to use the normal examples, common example in there. And then they said, "Hey, and uh, uh, when you do not have to say, as you say today, for the Hebrews, raka." And that time they pronounce this word that mean worthless people. They pronounced that spitting at the turn. I can imagine. It was very is is a a word charged of energy, bad energy, uh, to the other people. Of course, today we have similar words. We have more words than this, and I would say that is have high energy done at that time. At that time, Jesus said, guys, kill condemned and tell the other like this is also condemned. And people listen to this. Why they say this? And he completed also. And you have not to say to the other, you are a fool, you are insane. At that time, it was a very, let's say, very strong words. When you compare with the words of today, not only the words, but not only spoken, but written, when I try to avoid to see the internet because in 10, 9 in 10, people are being, they are not practicing love. So Jesus, and this very short moment with the guys that it was deserved to be registered, that even words are extremely important for what? For our inner transformation. So of course said you're going to go to the heaven to you have one place, blah blah blah. We have all those images that we are making along the years, that say you are after this you are going next step will be a good step, a good place. Okay. And then we say, but why those insults and violence? So I like when I found this at some time ago from Krishnamurti. It was an Indian, very contemporary from in our time, and is an educator. So he said, I'm not going to tell you about the Mahatma Gandhi or the others that they are very, but this is a kind of guy that is really a philosopher. They said the source of violence is the me, is the ego, the self, which is express itself. So this ego in so many ways. It's not many, it's many ways. So first thing is it comes from us. Okay. The next, just to remember you, remember us. I try to remember this everything. We had an opportunity to be here. We have every minute is an opportunity, and we are here again in this planet because first we deserve, because we deserve to be in a school. Some said it's a hospital, but I prefer who said it's a school, to learn to make our moral transformation. And of course, we are here, we have the multiple existences, we have our past that we are happily improving step by step, meeting the people that we make maybe the raka word in the past, not or the other words or the other acts, because we have the cause and effect. We know this. That's the reason to study and know this. So the first thing is, so Krishnamurti said, hey, guy, is the me, is the ego. And we know we are here to improve our ego, our me. Okay, so, and and then just to finish it with Krishnamurti, he said, and we have built a society which is violent, and we as human beings, we are violent. So the environment, the culture in which we live is the result, is the product of our acts, our endeavor, our struggles, our pain, our fears, our fears. I listened to a spiritual friend saying, all you act is from your fear. You have fear since the beginning of our existence. And of course, in our appalling brutalities. So, Jesus Christ said, hey guys, it's not on your acts like kill, of course. you are giving to the, you are taking out of one guy the chance to be here in the school. So kill, no. And hey guys, the bad words, the brutality of your words and acts. But your words too is the same value. And then we know this is the violence, and we have several violence. It's not the only violence to make a physical violence, but you have the violence with the nature, the violence with the animals, with the words, with the acts, the passive violence, the passive violence, the irony. So we have several. I'm not going to connect with this energy of violence, but just to tell you, we are responsible for this. And guys, all the control is in our hands every day, and also in our mind. In our mind. So just to remember you from our studies, we are not only material, only physical. We are energy. What we say, what we think, we move, we change the energy around us. So the power is with us, and our friends, they are just waiting what our decisions to help us or not depend on us. Yeah. So, and then we have the law of love. And that time, but why Jesus insisted on the words haka, you are a fool, you are insane? They say don't do this also. If you want to 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 grow, to go further, don't say that also. So this is because every word you say, every offensive word expresses also sentiment, energy that's totally contrary to the law of love. All those animosity, even the small one, because the small one is make a very big one. So that undermines all the benevolence and fraternity. So this is what Jesus put in the words at the same level of all the other bad acts to say, guys, this is extremely important, extremely important. Again, that's I say we are more than material body, and love. When we express love, we express power. We condensate power from our chakras. We know all this. So we are we are a holistic being we can transform things. And the love, let's say, is the higher energy that we can use to transform our planet. And it's not to say I'm going to transform there. No, transformations, transformation starts from inside and to outside. And from inside to outside, the practice, our acts, but our words, and of course, first of our words is our thoughts, thoughts, words, and act. So this is like this we can transform. And a very good example when Jesus make this, let's say this, he pointed out, guys, don't say that. Don't say. The behavior is not to say this. Okay, and how to practice? To practice. I like Saint Augustine. Huh? He's a very I read and reread. The history is very interesting because he was converted to the Christian. He was a very good speaker, and he was one guy dedicated to understand and to practice love. And this I think is a very good. He said, patients eyes burn, so they are treated with tenderness. Doctors are dedicated even to the most intolerant patients. They bear the insult, give the medicine, and don't retaliate the offenses. Like I would say, I like to say this planet is a school, but is also a hospital. And all of us here, we have to help each other because we are all patients. And who is improve a little bit have to bear the insults, have to give the medicine, love. Okay? And how to practice? I finish with Saint Augustine. And he said, love and do what you will. If you keep silence, do it out of love. If you cry out, do it out of love. If you refrain from punishing, do it with out of love. From inside to outside. From our thoughts, our mind, to our acts. So Jesus showed that the meekness, moderation, docility, affability, and patience is the law, is really the law of the love, the law of love. So the practice in each small act and the small reaction and the small answer, a message, a picture, we have to practice the law of love. Do it out of love. Guys, that's it. That's my message for today. How to practice. Just remembering that we can move the planet with love. And we will, and we will. All these tests we have today is to practice our mind and our acts, and even our words. Not only with the human beings around us, but humans, but with the nature, with the animals, with all our planet, because our planet is alive. Our planet breathes, pulse. So small things, small acts, we are practicing love. And practicing love, we are changing our world. Okay, good. So guys, I want now just to come back with the same image, the same visualization. We know that this small part of water is going to melt, is going to be transformed in water, but it gave it a moment of happiness, of let's say to think, to reflect, when we see the snow coming, the snow going away, or to looking very carefully, what is this small part of snow? So with this feeling, with this connection, very optimist that we are learning, and most of all, we are practicing. We have the opportunity to practice right now, right here, that we connect for this beauty that is our planet, gave by our Lord, and all the help from Jesus and the workers working in the name of Jesus in all levels of the planet, from the other planets coming here to help us, to ask the support, the continuous inspiration of our spiritual friends. Because we just have to be thankful for all this opportunity you have. And also just to use this moment to send our vibrations of love, of calm, of optimism. These vibrations that we want to send that surely will be used by all the spiritual workers that they are working very hard at this moment. Let's use this charged of love to be used in the hospitals, the the homes when the family they are not well connected or are sick. Let's spread in this energy in in form of vibrations of love, and also vibrations to our mentors that they are with patience, dedication at our side, always waiting our best decisions, our waiting to help us. For all this, God, thank you. So, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this opportunity to study, to be here testing all this internet stuff and so on. And I just deserve you a lot of love and a very blessed week. Thank you. Bye. Uh, Ciao, ciao.